we are at Snetterton for the first round on the modified Ford series. Hi team, welcome to the first race of 2025. Of course, we are at Snetterton for the first round on the modified Ford series. But before we get into that, some important business to address and to sort out, to finalise. From the last video, obviously, we were doing our best to see if we can save 100 kilograms off that heavy beast. Right, so yesterday we was at All Square Racing Road getting the car set up, ready for this weekend. We've gone for a slightly spicy setup, so we'll see how that goes. Let's try and get it turn a bit more from the rear once the tyres are hot. It turns enough from the rear when the tyres are cold, but when they get hot. But we want to find out if we manage to save 100 kilos off this car. I can confirm the weight with half a tank of fuel in without me is 1,233 kilos, which is a saving of 91 kilos. So unfortunately it's not quite 100 kilos, but still 91 kilos is a lot to get out the car without really too much hassle, more just bolting stuff on and off and a bit of money, which sort of means that I get to ride in the car for free now, because with race gear on I'm probably just under 90 kilos, so you know it's still a huge saving, and yeah, pretty impressed with that. But Jay said he's going to bring the grinder along, so if we get bored tonight we might grind some more out. Let's see what we can do. Obviously I'm a day, I arrived last night, so I'm sort of 2 days early really, but apparently we can get scrutineer this afternoon, so I can go get that done and get that out of the way. Jay's supposed to be coming up this evening, so we get a barbecue on and get ready for tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to fart around with the car and do some bits and bobs and go see some people, and I'll probably catch up with you tomorrow before we head out for qualifying. Good morning, welcome to qualifying and race 1 day. Jay's here, everyone. Say hi, Jay. Hello. So yeah, just getting the car ready, bit of fuel, change the tyres over, tyre pressures, transform, all that good stuff. So yeah, driver's briefing shortly, then we'll head out for qualifying. So Nick's not here yet, he's on his way, so I'm sure he'll jump on the camera when he gets here. But yeah, I'll probably see you next when we jump in the car. So sun's out, it's starting to warm up. It's freezing this morning, the wind is not that warm, so but it's warming up a bit, but the track's going to be dry, which is going to be nice. We'll get out there and see what we can do. See if this 90 kilos makes much of a difference. So yeah, we'll get the car ready and we'll head out to the track.
Right, hello everyone. Nick here on the camera. I'm just talking to Jay here. Steph's gone off to do his driver's briefing for the Mod 4s before they go out for qualifying, and I'm sat here and I'm looking at his car, and I've just noticed his washer jet that way is facing the correct way. This one, not so much.
Maybe it's cooling.
So I reckon what Steph's done is he's put it that way, and then anyone in front of him, he's just going to spray coolant at him or something like that, and just veer off the track. So Steph's gone full James Bond and he's put weapons on his car. I mean, if it works, let's go. So RS versus ST. It's like Ford RS versus Temu version. This is the Temu version of that, isn't it? What do you reckon? Here we go then, everybody. The checkered's out for that session. We're in the middle of assembly here. Look at this. Look at this. Let's get out on the track, see what everyone's done over winter, shall we? BRSCC putting on another cracking show for everybody. Cars galore. Love the livery on this. Look at this. This looks mint. Say it every time. If you're a Ford fan, this is definitely the place to be. Let's go in with the driver. Yoo-hoo! Hello! Hello! Right then guys, so here we go. It is the first qualifying session of the year for the modified Fords. Perfect weather for it. session, I believe. 40 plus cars. It's a long old lap here around Snetterton. There goes Robert. So yes, we'll just keep an eye on the times. We'll obviously get some feedback from Steph. He's had the car set up by All Square, so there's going to be a few changes and things like that. So we'll see how the car is feeling after this session, make some changes to suit, and then our first race is later on this afternoon. We've got one more race tomorrow just before lunchtime. So let's see how he gets on, shall we? And as quick as that, we've now got a red flag for the session. We know it's not Steph, he's just gone past, so we may take this opportunity quickly to just have a little look over the car. All the cars come back into the pit, so yeah, we'll have a little opportunity just to have a quick check over the car, and then yeah, check tyre pressure. He's only done 2-3 laps, if that, because it's such a long distance around this track. So you probably won't be up to temperature or anything like that, but it's the only opportunity we get to speak to the driver, so we'll have a look, Hopefully there's nothing too drastic on the track. They're queuing them straight back up, so hopefully just a quick stop and then we'll get us going again.
It actually gets full, like maybe you did overfill it. Alright, see you in a bit.
All good?
So the last lap before it went red, he had a massive spin over there.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was just trying to give me some beans, I think. But there's some oil floating around. And I was like, have a look, and I've checked underneath. I was like, oh, there's a lot of oil underneath there, isn't there? I think the catch can's full, but he said it should recirculate. But he's like, oh, maybe I overfilled the oil. Okay. But then he's just pulled away and it's gone.
Oh.
He'll be back.
Right.
Alright guys, so we're back in for qualifying, and I'll be honest, what a shit show. Oh, I'm in the way. Where did we start? I'm pretty sure every lap had a yellow flag. People dropping oil, cars blowing up. You know, it's unfortunate for them. We don't like to see it, but I mean, it's happening a lot. So very difficult to clean lap. I tried on the second lap. I shouldn't have bothered, but the tyres were nowhere near warm enough. But I tried to send it. Had a big spin in turn 1. My own fault. Managed to save it. Not my finest moment, but we gave it a go. Need more heat in the rears. It is very turn from the rear now. And then from there there's just yellow flags. Whenever we got a clean lap, we went back out after the red flag. Tried to get in a bit of space, and then I was just driving it a bit too hard, I think, through the final corner, trying to just get a decent time in. So then went wide twice, got cut up going under the bridge. So never really got a decent lap. I've no idea what I qualified, probably at the back somewhere. But I'll check shortly and let you know. But I'm just going to go over the car. A few things I need to check. Obviously I've had 3 offs. So I just want to double check everything. It's got a bit of a clunk from one of the side. I think that might just been the diff when we pulled away. Just double check that, and catch tank sort of overfilling slightly, so we'll clean some of that excess oil off, but that's about it. So yeah, so we'll catch you when we head out for the race. Right, it's a little update going through the car. We found out the drive shafts got a bit of play on them. It's starting to wear, so it should be, fingers crossed, all right for the weekend, but we're going to have to sort that out after this round. We've also found on the steering kit that Jay's just adjusting, this bolt here has been wearing away at the arm, so there's a little bit of play in there. That might be that knocking that we're on about forever. So we just put some shouldered bolts that are slightly bigger in there. They're not the ideal bolts, because we've got to deal with what we've got while we're here. Put a couple of washers to space it out to make it work, but give that a whirl, see if that helps. And yeah, and we slightly overfilled it with oil, so that's why it's come out the breather tank. So we just got to clean off underneath the car and have a look at the back. So yeah, nothing too dramatic so far, just fingers crossed the drive shaft survive the race this afternoon and the race tomorrow morning. Right everyone, so we're just about to head out for race 1. We're going to get called up shortly. I haven't been called up yet. Car's all ready to go, filled up, all that jazz. We've done a few bits and bobs, nothing major. See if we've got rid of that knot finally. We've been saying that for like a year and a half now, so see if we can do that, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. I think we're going to go with caution for the first couple of laps as I try and get some heat in these tyres and see what happens.
guys, we are into race 1. We are currently 1 lap down. Obviously Snetterton's like 300 miles long, so they're around there somewhere. But look, we got pit board. Way. Steph is currently P15. The guy in front of him is 0.7 seconds ahead. Here the guys come now. There is some absolute machines here this year. Look at this. I'm just going to poke you over. Watch how quickly this is loud. Look at this. Gone. And then, so that's first place. And then you've got the RSRs. And then Ashley shouts. Jesus. backwards. racing one of the Fiestas in front. Good old trusty Vauxhall engine, that one. That thing is so loud. So the last time round round he was racing a, what was it, a Mark 5, Mark 6 Fiesta.
Yeah.
He was literally on his back bumper, so we'll see on this lap. That's the next one in his class. So James Allen's all the way up the road, miles away, so that's P3 in class. So Steph is currently P4 in class, because the classes have changed a little bit this year. He's got more people in his class, Class A.
going the wrong way.
Fucking hell again!
Where'd you go?
What I thought, right?
Where did you go?
As I've never seen Hamilton from the other side.
Oh, right!
So I thought I'd spin round and go, oh, that's nice, and then turn around and carry on.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Hi guys, we're back in from race one. Cracking race, absolutely. Yeah, actually got the car working and that was fantastic. One little spin, not great. But hey, what can we do about that? That was, I think I was just tucked up behind the Fiesta there. I don't know, it was just lack of aero, or I was just carrying a bit more speed than I have, and just back went and did my best to catch it, but it just didn't happen. So, you know, a little loss of time there, but didn't lose any position for it, so that's handy. So we got a little battle with Rob. Unfortunately, he exited left. I think he thought I was going to tuck it in a bit tighter, but I took the sort of usual racing line, which stuck him on the marbles, and then he had no grip, so then off he went in the grass. So sorry about that, Rob, but good fun though. But yeah, no, it was wicked. Unfortunately, there was a bit of an incident at the end, so it's red flagged. So we hope those boys are all right. We'll go check them on the vet. Hopefully they're all good. And yeah, got a few bits to do to the car this evening. Get the barbecue out, chill out, and once we get going on the bits, I'll inform you what we're doing. But yeah, overall good race. a lot more confident and happy with the car now. Apart from that one moment, but I don't know, it was just one. The rest were all good. You know, it was turning from the rear and it was giving me a lot of grip and a bit more confidence and faster through the corners. So that's what we were after. So still getting used to it. So another race tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be similar conditions today, and yeah, we can push on. Right guys, so just a quick update. I've had a look at the timesheets. We finished overall P13 and 4th in class. So yeah, it's a big result. Unfortunately, that's the best we can do unless people break down in front of us. But I don't wish that on anyone. But James Allen is the next guy up ahead of me, and he's doing, I did a 2:11 and that. He's doing 2:03s and then up 40 seconds ahead of me. So, you know, it's going to be a tough ask for me to get up to that. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. And we're just going to start having a little tinker on the car now. Right guys, so it's race day number 2. I was ready to go, changed that coolant line last night, run it up again this morning. Everything seems sweet, so we're just waiting for the race. Fortunately, this morning, I don't know if you can see it on the camera through that gap there, you've got the light board on the start line. I believe one of the mini one of the minis was being recovered, and the recovery truck did put his boom down and smashed all the lights off the gantry. Well, smashed a few of the lights off the gantry. So they had to stop the race while they get a Manitou or Genie or something out there to remove the rest of the lights. So obviously that's delayed the day, so our race is now, was supposed to have been 20 to 1 or half 12, something like that. It's now not till 2 o'clock, so a bit more time waiting around ready for that. But we're ready to go. I've suited up because I just found out the timetable before they come out. So yeah, so we're getting ready to go.
G'day everyone. Right, so we have just been called up. There has been all manner of timetable changes today for various reasons. Jay is now putting the wheels on. Cars are off to assembly. Not quite sure where the racing driver is, but I'm sure. Oh, there he is. There's the racing driver there.
No rear camera for this race because the bracket just broke.
Oh. So no rear camera for the race because the bracket's just broken. So maybe now you can put it looking at your dash so we can see how fast you're going.
How? It's broken.
You know, just hold it.
Oh,
the plastic. Oh, nice. Cool. All right then. Well, that's not good. But yeah, so racing driver nearly ready. Car's ready. Jay's ready. Pitboard's ready. We're ready. Let's go racing. So I love you, Steph. We will meet you back in the paddock later, but when you've got the CMMC going out after you,
Look at that, honey.
and that Holden is going to be going out, I'm going to go and watch that because that is a beast.
Well, there we go now, race 2. Let's try and get some heat in these tyres. Rob behind us, the old switching route. Oh mate, it's 11 minutes. Fuck's sake, what is the fucking, what's like 3 laps?
Here we go, race start. And the mad dash to the pit lane. Right then everyone, we have a minute left. Steph is currently in P11, third in class as well, so come on boy, you're doing bloody awesome. Hopefully the setup changes have worked. We took 2 clicks off the rear just to maybe soften it a little bit to hopefully make it a bit more responsive. He's complaining that he can't get the tyres to turn on. Here he comes. Here he comes. Go on, Steppy boy. Last lap. This will be the last lap. So come on, boy. You've got this. You're chasing that Fiesta. Go, go, go. Steppy boy. He's just pumped in a 2:10.5. That is his best lap of the weekend. I think that's his best lap in that car. So something's going right for him today. But he's currently P11 still. Last lap. Come on, boy, bring it home. P2 in class, James Allen there. So hopefully next Ford Focus you will see will be Steph bringing home P3. I told him he was going to get a trophy today. Look at that. Actually, I shouldn't speak too soon because we need him to finish. Yes, here he comes. Come on. If he chases that Fiesta, if he gets past the Fiesta, that's P10. Come on, Steffi. Here we go. Will he get it? Come on, Steph. This is P10. Come on, Steph. This is P10. Oh, so close. Great driving, boy. Great driving. What did he end on there? Number 212. Great racing, man. Great racing.
Guys, back in from race 2. What a race. Those little we made a little suspension tweak, soften the rear slightly just to try and help me have a bit more confidence grip at the start because it was a little loose yesterday, and obviously going into race we kind of need the confidence as quick as possible when the tyres take too long to heat up. So but it made such a difference. The car was so much more drivable. really chuck it in and hope for the best. So yeah, we managed a P3 in class in that race, P11 overall. Wicked race, couple of wicked battles. I'm sure you'll see on the onboard. Absolutely loved it. Car was fantastic. Saw the boys on the pit board with the P3, so thought I'd start backing off just to save it. And then I saw the Fiesta in front of me and thought, let's just keep going. And we nearly had him over the line, but yeah, he's had a little bit more power than me, done it. But more power, just a bit more top end speed, shall we say. So yeah, but no, absolutely.
Love it, Mark.
Absolutely wicked race. And yeah, so we'll have a quick look over the car before we chuck it on the trailer. And then we'll head over and collect some trophies. So yeah, wicked time. And let's go.
Hey, alright? Good race, yeah?
Oops. Oops.
And in second place for Class A, and he got on the overall podium. He's got a platinum on his big trophy. Mr. James Allen.
Hey, got your little trophy.
Hold on, James.
Little trophy.
And I didn't have to stick a finger. Right guys, we've got the P3 in class trophy. Absolutely mega day, another mega event with Mod 4s at Snetterton. Mega last race, so it's been fantastic. So we've got 3 weeks until Alton Park. A few bits to sort out. Try and get ready for Alton Park. So yeah, we'll crack on and do that. But from us here at Snetterton, that's it. So if you like what you're seeing, guys, want to keep up to date with everything we get up to, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop in the comments and all that jazz, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.